Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Mary with Sayre, Seer. Thanks for stopping by. This is your weekly tarot. This is for January 8th through the 15th, 2020. This is a good tarot right here. And so we're going to pull one card for your... this is going to be like the basis of the reading. So I thought I would use tarot this time instead of, oracle. See what happens, So also, if you would like to book a reading, you can go to the description box. My website is right there. We just added, subscriptions to the website. So it saves you $15 per reading. There's like a monthly subscription. You can get a subscription, personal reading every month. So anyway, that was bad shuffle. Okay, let's just about ready to take this. If you would like to donate, there's a PayPal and Venmo link also in the description box. Okay. What else? There was something else. Oh, I wanted to thank you for those who booked readings with me and who have donated. You are amazing. And all of the comments and interaction and views and likes and all of that. It's just amazing. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so I have the Messenger of Fire here. And that's perfect because this is basically the Knight of Wands. Oh, my sinuses get started again. Try to get him to calm down a little bit. Okay. So, Messenger of Fire is... well, this messenger here, she has a lot of passion. But she's kind of... the movement is like in her mind instead of on a horse. So it's interesting because she has this crown of candles that's lit up, which is a bit dangerous, don't you think, with her hair right there? But anyway, she's kind of just going, like, where do I want to go with this? That's the way it feels. What do I want to do with this passion? So instead of just writing in with the passion or writing out with the passion or going somewhere, it's like, let me really think about where I want to go with this. And I like that. Okay, so time for the story. What does Aries need to know for this week? Give or take a week, you know how that can go. Sometimes it's a big backstory and a big future story too. You just never know, right? I ordered a microphone. It should be here Monday. It had really good reviews, so crossed my fingers. And then I'm going to be resetting up a studio in one of my spare bedrooms, which will be my office. So anyway, adding new product to the website, and got some necklaces up. It's going to be loaded by the end of this coming week. So, okay, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. So this is an offer of love. It's a small offer of love, or it's a small offer of emotion. Could be an apology. Could be news too, news of love, because pages are always news, like communication. Okay? And the next card is the Hermit. So the Hermit is all about taking, setting aside time and space to review what's been going on in your life or your relationships or situational ships, to kind of integrate, look at the patterns and stuff and come up with a plan, or, to see the connection between things. And it's also a place where there's light at the end of the tunnel if you do the work. And that's kind of feels like this too. The Hermit is a card of Virgo. So when we embrace that energy, we are taking on the energy of going within to look at the details. Okay? That's what Virgo is all about. Well, not all about, but part of what they're about. Okay, so now we have the Tower Reverse. So the Tower Reverse is maybe trying to avoid a catastrophe or a disaster by doing some work ahead of time. And so sometimes I I believe that's what the Tower Reverse can indicate. The other thing it can indicate is maybe no going back to a situation that's where it's already fallen. So maybe not being able to rebuild something that abruptly came down. So now I have the King of Cups here, and he's reversed. So this can be a, just one second, I'm so sorry. Okay, so the King of Cups reversed, he's about, you know, this is somebody that doesn't have his emotions in check. So this could be somebody that, masculine energy, water sign, can be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But somebody who could be a drinker, could be somebody that kind of avoids their feelings with some kind of substance or some kind of action, okay? So when they do try to say how they feel or put that across, that it may come out in the wrong way. So, for example, they could be like abusive, you know. So it's kind of a difficult energy on either side. So now I have strength. So strength is about, well, calming the fear in ourselves so we can move forward and face something, you know. It's about facing something. Strength is also a card of Leo, because Leo the lion, right? And doesn't have to be, but it's also keeping your fear and your bravery kind of in balance, so you can get what you need done. And it could be taming your passions, because Leo is fire sign, so, you know, it kind of depends. A lot of people say it's like taming your passions, and that may come into play with the messenger of fire. So if there's something you really want to do as a fire sign, then maybe holding yourself back from doing it, saying, is this the right thing? Is this going to bring me what I really want? And is this what I really want? So that's a smart place to be. Five of Swords. So there may have been, this is about conflict and like a battle. So swords are words, information, thoughts. And so this could be actually battling with somebody else, fighting with somebody, or it could be trying to avoid a battle because you know somebody is not emotionally in the right place right now. So trying to be careful so you don't bring, you know, more conflict to the situation. That's really smart. Okay. Page of Cups. Well, I have the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords reversed is somebody who's kind of lost it. And we've all done that, okay? Somebody that was so angry that they just told somebody off and didn't really have a filter. So for me as a reader, Queen of Swords, this is a female, feminine energy. Doesn't have to be. Could be air, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, because air signs are the communicators, right? They're the ones that talk. And so when the Queen of Swords is reversed, she brings down the hammer and tells somebody off what she thinks. And it could be the truth, but it's just harsh, you know? It's like, I've had enough, and so maybe somebody wants to apologize about saying mean things because they were frustrated, or saying things that, not really mean, but maybe it came out harsh. So it hurt somebody's feelings, okay? And Nine of Swords, somebody's been, you know, kind of worried about what happened. Maybe trying to get past by, maybe they think if they apologize and offer, you know, offer an apology, that they can help somebody get out of the energy of being hurt, and they themselves can get out of the energy of having hurt somebody. Because I think it's bothered both parties, right? Ten of Wands reversed, trying to get out of the energy of that burden that it's caused. Wow, that's really beautiful. Somebody has thought this through enough. Now, it kind of feels like it might be you, Aries, but I'm not sure. You know, sometimes it's back and forth for whoever's watching this, so. Okay, the Hermit now. Going within to see where maybe why did somebody do this? Why does this keep happening? You know, all that kind of information. Excuse me. And the Death card is, how do I stop this? Have I successfully stopped it? Or, yes, I have successfully stopped it. Because I went in. Somebody went in and saw what they need to do. Somebody has not given up hope on something. This is divine guidance. So maybe somebody's been connected to their higher self, or they've had some spiritual awakening and guidance. Realizing that maybe they hadn't been living in their highest, like in a vibration they should be in. So it's kind of like, feels like somebody's realizing that they could do better. They can be better, okay? That's really beautiful. And there's hope in any situation. That this is a place of hope. Okay. King of Wands, reverse. So this is a fire right here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is masculine energy that of somebody that hasn't, well, it's been kind of aggressive and not really listening to other people and trying to push what they think on others, and, you know, maybe not owning their part of the situation, whatever that is. Also impulsive and not thinking about their actions. Let's talk about the Tower reverse. Tower reversed is, well, trying to avoid it, but see, somebody's trying to make up for something here. So maybe they feel like, even though there may not have been hope, that here, if they can balance themselves out, temperance, that there may be something they can do, you know. And that's really beautiful, because temperance also is about angelic guidance. It's about spiritual guidance again. It's about taking the energy of fire and water and transmuting it and having a balance. It's also about healing. Could be healing some kind of addiction, or it could be healing in general. It's really nice. Six of Cups. This is about nostalgia. It's about memories of the past. It's about reunions. And it's also about innocent love, right? So the Eight of Cups reverse is somebody going back to try to make things right, at least trying to apologize, trying to say that wasn't okay and I see now. That's really nice. Because somebody kind of left somebody like that they thought, it's like they didn't see somebody's worth. So let's talk about the King of Cups reversed here. I have the Chariot reverse. So King of Cups reverse, this was the energy that was maybe somebody that was not emotionally doing well, not communicating very well, you know. Maybe had some substance and some aggression or some kind of abuse going on. We had the Chariot reverse. This right here, oops, sorry. This behavior, whatever this was, is King of Cups reverse. This stopped everything from moving forward. Everything in this, either relationship, job, situation, it stopped everything from moving forward. In fact, it caused it to move back, to regress. Then I had the Nine of Pentacles. So through this, somebody became strong enough to stand on their own. Somebody became strong enough to build what they wanted in their life themselves, even though they were single. It's also an earth energy, of course. Could be an ex. It's feminine energy. Could be earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Doesn't have to be though. Because it speaks of a certain type of person, you know, single and abundant. Then I have the Fool. The Fool is a person that starts... Okay. So, the person that that was not in the right place and how that stopped everything. And then sees somebody level up, do for themselves, build what somebody thought they couldn't do by themselves, right? Somebody is surprised about how somebody else leveled up and how they've been taking care of themselves. And they look gorgeous, handsome, and worthy, right? Worthy. Somebody wants to go move towards that. They want to leave all of the past behind and move towards this. This is like where that star and the hope and putting the past to death. Okay, let's talk about the strength in trying to hold one's passions back and trying to be brave, right? 7 of Cups. What if this person has options? What if they don't choose whoever's coming forward? What if the person coming forward isn't sure they really want that? Strength. If somebody walked away from something because they couldn't see another's worth, then that is a valid reflection right there, right? King of Swords. Well, this is air energy again, masculine, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but this is somebody that's in their power, and they're not going to waste their time. They're going to hold back their feelings, and they're going to look for the information. And they're going to study. They're going to go, yeah. And they're going to call baloney on that if it is, okay? So this person has to know that this is worth whatever energy they're going to put into it. Nine of Wands. Well, it doesn't look really good right now because somebody here is thinking, I don't know if I can defend this. I don't know if I can fight this. This is not it's like not somebody's issues anymore. It's not something somebody wants to work towards anymore. At least on the outside, that's the way they feel. You know, maybe, no, that's just the way they feel right now. Doesn't mean it can't change, that's just the way it is, you know. So, I don't have passion for that anymore. I can't defend that. So however that could be, somebody who can't defend their old way of thinking, can't defend not being able to make a choice, can't defend their confusion, not sure. 5 of Swords now. Five of Swords, that's battling. And so we have the Page of Wands here, and this is good news. Good news. Passionate news. A new beginning, a new something. High Priestess, new knowledge. New knowledge, spiritual guidance, sacred knowledge. Maybe somebody knows something now that they didn't understand before. Because their vibration has increased, right? And so that gives you a different perspective than just where they were previously. Just put it that way. You have higher knowledge. You know things. You understand things. You know when somebody's going to come. You can look at somebody and say, that don't look right. That don't feel right. So that's not like hidden knowledge. You just know. It's funny. And then I have the 5 of Wands. So 5 of Wands is, well, there's still too much chaos. There's still a lot of chaos. So even though somebody may not be looking like they got the chaos, it's really interesting because it starts at the beginning here, and then there's good news, and then there's this higher wisdom and guidance, and High Priestess, and she's kind of quiet. She's kind of quiet because she gets information other ways, but you can see that there's still a lot of chaos and a lot of like inner turmoil. Both of these can mean inner turmoil. Both of them. This is other people talking to other people. This is competition. This could be words, you know, words that were said, things that were done, and that could be somebody with their own battling themselves. Okay, so interesting. Okay, it feels like, still feels very confusing. I have to tell you. And it may make more sense to you because you'll go, oh, that's so and so, that's so and so, and that's so and so. Please tell us what Aries needs to know so they can get through the next week. Oh, I know what it is. Hang on. They can get through the next week. To help them get through the next week, let me do that. This is all reflection of the past relationships, of how you did things in the past. Okay, because this is about releasing the cycles that we're repeating because of that Saturn-Pluto thing next week. That's going to be, I think, between the 10th and 12th, around the 12th. That's big. So I see now. Okay. All right. Boy, you got to be feeling it. Whew. I'm feeling it big time. I'm going, oh, yeah. And, you know, just talking about it will help a lot. Find somebody so you can say it out loud. That'll help a lot. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, we're going to do 5. Page of Cups, reversed. 3 of Pentacles, King of Cups, and then 8 of Wands. So, Wheel of Fortune says, I'm ready to take the wheel and go. So here's the thing. This is a fated event. Okay, looking at all of this. Taking the wheel and, okay, are you going to take control? Is it time to take control? Think about it. Think how you want to move forward. What is it that you really want to do? What is it you want to do, Wheel of Fortune? And there's also, how did your actions change your fate? That's the other thing. This is the reflection, more reflection. That's what taking the wheel is, looking at the information. Again, Page of Cups reversed. See, it was upright over here. Right here it's reversed. When we're not willing to apologize, when we're not willing to make the smallest emotional offer, when we hold back, with somebody we want to work with, and starting a relationship. See, this is the 3 of Pentacles, working with others in the beginning. Then we're holding back our emotions, King of Cups reversed, and it puts us holding back in not expressing our emotions. So by hiding the feelings, it may come out in another place, like through addiction, if we're prone to addiction or something like that, or in a place of rage, when we finally have had enough and we can't hold it in anymore. Because we're not used to expressing our emotions. This is 8 of Wands reversed. We can't communicate that, okay? This is about changing your fate by understanding that this is one of the things that held you back. This is the thing that they're asking to focus on. That the inability to express your emotions or even feel them, to be honest about them, to feel them. To not run from them, right? To not run from them. King of Cups, moving backwards. To not switch gears so fast that you miss it. can't decide. Excuse me. This is when we don't know ourselves. Then we just want to run to the next thing, and knowing ourselves, we can slow down and think about it. Well, wait a minute. This keeps happening over and over. This is getting painful, or however, but where's the common thread here? Where's the common thread? And that's where that Hermit comes into place, and you really start working on what that common thread is. But it has to do with not being able to be in your emotions, like sit in them. And that is a tough one. So you guys are fire as air. That is not an easy one. Because you feel like you can't do it. But you know what? If you sit in them, nothing happens. You might cry. You might go, ooh, damn, that's tough. But nothing happens. In fact, it like breaks open something in a good way. So. And the thing is that the best thing about that, Aries, you're no longer going to be controlled by that. Because you won't fear it. It's like, I got this. Taking that wheel and changing the fate and rebuilding. And it's not something that you're going to give away or run from in a relationship. I mean, you can deal with whatever's going on calmly. You don't have to lose your temper. I'm not saying that you did, but here's an example. You can do it calmly, and you maintain the control, which is important. When we get angry, right? We have to be able to have our emotions level and be able to make good decisions that way. Decisions we won't regret because we've already thought about it. So, wow. We get one more card for you here. So, what should we call it? Seeing the common thread? The common thread in our past. Oh, what do you think? Common. Oh. Okay, this is art through the eye of the solar oracle. Let peace prevail. Overall, peace is the most important because when we're upset, it's about that chaos, those cards of chaos and the arguments. Those, you can't come from a place. Your life, it affects your life. It affects how you think. Being peaceful, coming from a place of peace, it is the most important thing. And for somebody like me that grew up in madness, prevailing peace is a beautiful thing. So, love you, Aries. Have a good week. Hang in there.